fire.
Coach, 5 zeros at the end of that game hung up by your bullpen.
Yeah, really story of the game, really Crowley, Lysick, Coombs, and Free. Really just to get it to Free. Those guys threw the ball awful well. Guys played good defense behind them. We probably had some luck in there. Think about the ball there in the last inning hit. I guess it hit Coombs in the leg. You know, they had men on first, second, 2 outs. It's going up the middle. Tracer knocks it down. We end up getting out of the inning. So we had some luck on our side also, which you need.
Specifically, what about Ethan Coombs? Very limited work so far. Comes in and strikes out 5.
Yeah, I mean it's a real. I mean he's got a good arm. He's got a good fastball, but he's got a wipe out secondary pitch, and you can know it's coming, which is really the definition of one, and not be able to hit it. And so I think they started trying to sit on it. A few guys did after they saw him an inning, and you know, just really proud of him. He kind of made a mess for himself in the second inning, right? I mean, he had first, second, no out, so, and pitched out of it.
How much of a spark do you think Lopez gave you? Obviously, some good at bats, but then
Yeah.
the defense there, and I think the top of the 10. Do you feel like maybe that helped even shift the momentum more your way at that point?
Well, I mean, obviously the little slide stop play he made was a really nice play to use the turf. You know, kind of make you think about Concepcion or one of those old timers. You know, using the turf, and really thought Washburn and Tracer kind of got the whole thing going in the 8th. I mean, Owen goes up there and puts a good 7-8 pitch at bat together, draws a walk, and you know, baseball's a funny game. I mean, Tracer's he's 0-1, and you know, you're trying to get some runners on, and you know, if the ball's not over the plate, you know, he just shows bunt, and it's over the plate because the guy's a strike thrower, and he's really good, and he executes a bunt, and that really, to me, kind of got the whole thing going. And Brome, you know, just gets nicks, just barely gets hit by the ball. You could hear it down there, and again, you need to be a little bit lucky sometimes. And I think, you know, those two things, when you really look at it, you know, had a little bit of an outcome. And then when they bring McLean in, and you know, he's facing the middle of the order, you don't know which way that's going to go. I mean, I kind of like our guys. At the same time, I think McLean's pretty good. So it's fun watching the whole thing.
Tim, kind of following up on that, Stebbins came in leading the Big 12 in ERA, and McLean already has 6 saves, which is by far the most in the Big 12. I mean, to come from 7-1 down with those two guys in the bullpen.
Yeah, and really, again, like you're talking about Stebbins, I don't, you know, again, like I think that's when.
Scored 3 off of him.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's, you know, I think you're talking about the inning we're talking about, and they go to the left-hander, and then they end up having to go to McLean, and you got to play baseball against those top arms, and that's, to me, we had some guys, you know, work some counts and draw a walk and play baseball a little bit to get on and get hit by pitch, and you know, it's very hard to beat those kind of arms just standing in there and hitting. It's very hard, and so really cool to see some guys do that. I really like the spot we were in the ninth when Tracer bunted up, whoever he bunted up, and he had Brome standing up there. I thought Brome had you know, he seemed to be into that bat pretty good.
What did Cash's ball at the end? What it kind of looked like to you?
It was a fastball. He hit it high. Very surprising though. I mean, just the result. You know, he hits a fly ball. You think, you know, well, the guy's going to go catch it. And, he hit it high. Don't get me wrong, but usually those get caught, right? more in Lubbock if I keep blowing.
Well, and I looked at the flag, I mean, there wasn't really hardly any wind at that.
No, it was a beautiful night. When you really look back at the weather forecast and all that stuff, it's actually no wind and pretty nice.
You're down 7-1, middle of the game. A lot of young guys in this team. I mean, did you sense anything in the dugout at that point, or just kind of steady Eddie?
Well, what we were really trying to do is just hold the door, and we knew we had to have those guys hold the door to have a shot. And I think the whole dugout knew when Coombs got out of the deal with the bases loaded, we had a shot. And you're sitting there with Lysick threw the ball awful good, and there's some young guys, and there's also some guys that have been around college baseball awful lot, and they know, things can happen. And again, like it's so I wouldn't say there was any big rally cry or anything. It was more just keep playing and really just keep pitching and playing defense and give yourself a chance at the end of the game.